How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you once again for clicking on another one of my videos. It really does mean the world to me that y'all are watching my shenanigans and coming along on this journey called life with me, even if it is just day-to-day in the life stuff. Because, you know, life's not riveting and exciting all the time, but we can at least try to make it entertaining and, you know, make a few people smile. If I've done that, just to one person, I've done my job. Yeah, I got the bus moved this morning, just making sure it looks like somebody's home. Still haven't sold it yet. Zero movement on it. Hopefully once the weather gets better, fingers crossed. And yes, it's time to tackle the bald spot on Lucky's roof, right? She's lacking her solar panels and her roof racks and all of that. So I got a couple sanding pads here. There's some rust that needs to get removed. Now that I'm seeing these pads, this one is 60 grit. This one is 240 grit. I don't think that one's going to be very helpful. This one, yes. And then I want to get that rust patchwork stuff sprayed up, blah, blah, blah. I am getting ahead of myself here. Before we do that, it's still quite cold. So that'll all be in a little while. But I was poking around on Facebook Marketplace last night, as I do, still, you know, pursuing the epic quest that we have on hand. And I found this one seller that has a bunch of N64 stuff for sale, and he's way up in an end of the city where I very rarely go, so I thought we will start with that today. He said he was available around 10 a.m., so we're going to plug this into the good old GPS, and we're going to be on our way. Gotta make a little side stop here. I left too soon. I don't have any Revita, and I forgot to make myself a coffee. So we're gonna utilize some of the generosity from those Tim's gift cards and get ourselves a morning pick-me-up at the great Canadian coffee stop. Otherwise, maybe it's not even Canadian owned anymore. I don't know.
Hello, can I get to you?
Good morning. Can I please get a large iced coffee with extra beverage base?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Have it.
Thank you. Wonder how fast they're going to be. Oh, they're pretty quick. I need to get a battery on the charger for the sander. It's in the back, but I don't think I have time to do it whilst I'm in the drive-thru. All right, nobody's bringing up the rear. Move fast. Here you go. Clodhoppers over to EcoFlow. Into the back, find a battery, inverter on, beep, battery in the charger, good to go. Real quick, real fast, suck it in. Hey, it's gonna work out real good.
That's iced coffee, mate.
Yes, sir. Give me one second. I got there's too many apps. And there we go. All right, where were we? Aha, all right. Very cool. I got my first lot of N64 things. If you don't know what a lot is, it just means more than one game and sometimes other things, like a secondary system, which It's just part of the deal. I really just wanted the games. Maybe we can trade this in at that video game trader store. And now I've also got a couple extra controllers. Let's see how the joysticks are. Yeah, they're pretty much like N64 joysticks. And then really what I wanted in here were some games that I have a lot of good memories with. Ooh, these ones have original like stickers on them. Wherever you bought them from. So we got a copy of San Francisco Rush and San Francisco Rush 2049. So there's some good inclusions, well, amongst some other like sports games and whatnot. And oh right, I forgot these two were in here. Can knock these off the list. We got ourselves a 1080 snowboarding and Wave Race 64. This is good. This was way less expensive than the boxed copy I was eyeing down at that video game trading store. Very cool. Penny, you so excited? What else we got in here? Off-Road Challenge? I've never even heard of this game, and that's kind of cool. Maybe I do. Now that I'm seeing the label, maybe I do know this game. Anyway, definitely gonna have to break out the Goo-Gon to beautify these up just a little bit, get them up to my standards. That's very cool. All right, now that is done, we gotta find a place to go to do this work. Is that battery charged up yet? Probably not. That was barely any time. Also, this neighborhood is taking me back to my very early childhood, because growing up, this is where Lindsay and my aunt and uncle used to live. This is where I guess their first house was. Sorry, lady, I'm gonna pull a Yui here. My apologies. It's probably illegal. I didn't have the advanced signal. There's no signals around here. But yeah, I used to come up here all the time for like Christmases and Lindsay's birthdays, but again, quite young. I'm thinking like before I was 10. Anyway, also, as the epilogue for this, oh, that is hilarious. I was just parked on such a hill. I went from a quarter of a tank of gas all the way down to almost empty, but I'm sure once it levels out, it'll be fine. All that is to say, footnote on the check engine code, the P420 still hasn't come back. Lucky is now down to a quarter of a tank, and as per the instructions on that bottle of additive, it is time to fill the gas tank back up. Well, it's also time to fill the gas tank back up because you don't want to run out of gas. But I also want to see how my memory is serving me, because like I said, long time ago, but I'm pretty sure it was this little cul-de-sac that they lived on. I'm gonna have to double check with Lindsay. I don't even know if the original house would still be here, or if it's probably been modernized, maybe even torn down. I'm pretty sure it was on this side of the street though. I know, Penny, it's like a little walk down memory lane. Yeah, not your memories though. You weren't even in existence yet. That's okay, you're in existence now. Large and in charge. Alright, well, my memory has completely failed me, which honestly is no surprise. It could have been the next road up as well, but I have a feeling when we came down it was two intersections. I don't know. Definitely none of these houses. This city is getting so big. Ooh, this is a tight quarters gas station that I turned into, and I'm pretty sure we probably need a little bit of diesel as well. So, you know what? We're just gonna back it up to this pump here. Just don't back it into the Volvo. I hear Volvo drivers are very opposed to that. And I can get optimum points here. Although, why the hell do you not get as many optimum points when you come to an ESO as you do when you go to Mobile 1? You know? It's like you're being punished for using ESO. It's just silly. First world problems. So funny. You're so bald, Lucky. Don't worry, we're working on it. This whole sequence of putting this additive in there and doing this and getting Lucky's tank that low is I hate it, because I never let her tank get this low, right? So I never usually have to put $106.54 into her gas tank. I'm always filling up when it's, well, at least above half. stuff. It looks like coolant. May as well fill the Rotopacks while we're here. Haven't hit our 20 bucks yet. Diesel's always so much cheaper, and therefore an easier pill to swallow. Well, it's not actually cheaper. It is more expensive, but I don't need as much of it. Well, we're actually going to hit our full 20 bucks. How's about that? Welcome back, Lucky. Nice and full. And this is where I think we're going to go. The Edworthy Park North parking lot. I've had my eye on it for years, and I have never pulled in there, so it's kind of close, 8 minutes away, but I forgot to bring Pac-Man, so the driving will be Lucky's only source of charging today, so it's not the end of the world. Plus, we now have a full tank of gas, so would you look at that? It's all working out. Oh, damn. That is one busy parking lot. Is it the weekend and I forgot? It is not the weekend. Well, I don't know if we're going to stay here because there's so many people down here. I want to be that guy with my sander out. I'm going to drive down here and see where this goes. You have interesting story about this place. I've never, like I said, I've never been here. At the very beginning of my van life, and I'm talking about back in chapter 1 leading into chapter 2, before I had even spent a full night in the van, when I was staring down the barrel of coming back to the city after helping mom and dad move out to BC, and Byron and Steph were out there, and I was headed back on my own with my little new tiny home on wheels. I didn't really know where I was going to sleep, right? Ultimately, as the story goes, I ended up at Hotel Walmart. But I was on the iOverlander app before that, and apparently, I mean, this parking lot I remember popping up. I should check it again and see, but it popped up as a place to stay overnight. Of course, back then I was way too nervous to do anything like that, so I didn't. Plus, it's way out of my bubble of, like, my life, because, like I said, Calgary's a big city. But yeah, this was my initial intention, but I never did it. And with how busy it is, you can kind of see why as well. No parking in the alley, but we're kind of away from people here. Private parking. Okay, so we won't go, but we'll turn around in this alley. That was a cool little walking bridge, because I believe Edworthy Park continues on both sides of the river. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's the Bow River. It's the same one that cuts through Fish Creek Park. Yeah, they don't want people parking up here. Is this somebody's house? Are these just like the stubborn people that refuse to leave when they developed around them? Good for you! Hold fast! Yeah, it's a very nice area. I can see this place would be very appealing in the summer. I bet you it's just busy as all get out in the summer, though, that's for sure. But yeah, you can't park here. Those are no parking signs on my right. And these are those... It's an odd place for there to be houses, but hey, you do you. I feel like that truck hasn't moved in a while. All right, well, I don't think I'm going to stay here to do my sanding, but there are some garbages just over yonder. So, when in Rome, then at least I'll be able to say, hey, I went down to Edworthy Park, got rid of some garbage. Okay. Thank you for your services. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no wonder it gets busy down here. Although I don't know where all those people are. There's not exactly a lot of people walking around. There is a playground just on the other side in what I guess would be South Edworthy Park. Be a good place to bring Brooklyn. Ooh, that river looks mighty cold. Oh, people have started the trend that, where's that? It got popular in Paris, right? The with the locks on the bridge. Not quite as many on the bridge in Edworthy Park in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My apologies to Harry Boothman. It is the Harry Boothman Bridge in Edworthy Park. Nailed it. All right, where the hell are we gonna go now? You know, honestly, we're not really near a lot of people. We should just scope out the roof and see how bad it is, because I'm gonna have to take it to a car wash after anyways and then let the roof dry. So maybe we just bang this out while we're here. What's the worst that's gonna happen? Somebody gonna ask us to leave? It's par for the course. Oh, never mind. Not gonna have to pull it up on iOverlander. Just sort of answers that question. There you go. Now, to be fair, I don't know how long that sign's been there, but it all worked out the way it was supposed to. Okay, I got this on to keep any schmutz off of my nice white hoodie. Honestly, I should probably just take the white hoodie off, but it's chilly. Let's get it. Okay, and with that done, and there's water on the roof now, so we gotta let the sun do its thing. We can help it along with some speed. So we're gonna move down to the other end of the city, and where I am right now, the quickest way to do that is to cut right through the core to Deerfoot. So here's what we're gonna do. Hopefully Lucky's roof will be dry and rust-free. let's see how this is looking. All right. Oh yeah, it worked. Science. And I'm not a scientist. One thing I didn't take into consideration though is the wind. It's not like super breezy today, but any sort of paint could be detrimental to the rest of the van. It's not that big of a deal though. I really just need to get a coat on this bare metal that I just exposed with the sander. I am not interested in covering up all of this white on the roof because if I put that big 200-watt solar panel up here, you're gonna cover that anyway. And then hopefully we have space for the Starlink in that area. Look at me, getting ahead of myself. Just calm down. Give your big fat pussy a nice big pet. Yeah, good girl. And then we gotta get everything prepped anyway. When I say prepped, I do not mean masking anything off. I am so over that. I spent so much time doing that in the previous chapters. We're just gonna be careful. There's the breeze. All right, Mother Nature, let's get it on. Penny, hold my glasses for me. Thank you. And under here, got a whole bunch of stuff. And most importantly, a can of the beige rocker guard. We need this. We'll get these, thank you. Whew. Where did I put it? Oh, we're done charging batteries. Don't forget to turn off your inverter. And I thought when I was in the back up at the park, I grabbed a little paint nozzle. Did I not, Penny? Let's move the first lot onto the bed and take a peek. Hello? I am slowly going crazy. 3, 5, 4, 6, going crazy. Mwah! Yep, right there. So I had the best of intentions. I didn't actually make it into the front of Lucky. These things are great too. I don't remember who it was that sent me these, but thank you very much to make this whole endeavor a lot easier on my digits. All right, we just get our spray can here, pop off the lid, and you take this guy and make sure that the part is facing opposite of the front of the gun. Pinch these little clamps to open it up, get it on there, and that makes it way easier to do the spray paintings. All right, we are all set. Let's take off the Nomad jacket. It's going to be a little chilly, but I'd rather be chilly than get spray paint over this nice red jacket. I also don't particularly want to get it onto my t-shirt, but it is far too cold to be doing this in my birthday suit. Now the trick here is going to be having to do it at this angle so I avoid getting as much as possible on the windshield. Also, I believe right now we're okay. Getting shit done and not being picky about it. Ooh. Ooh, I might need to get myself a new can. This one may have sat too long and been affected by the cold temperature too much. We're getting a little splotchy. I think I got all the drips out. We're about to find out. Oh yeah, way better. Way less drippage. You know, God forbid I get my ladder out. No, let's just get boot schmutz all over the seat and the door. As I do. Okay, and I'm starting to get a little hungry, and I've had these for a while. These chicken quesadillas from M&M Meats. What are the instructions here? Microwave, heat on high, 2 minutes, cover with paper towel, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's not going to take very long. We definitely got enough power. What we don't have... because you can't have a chicken quesadilla without sour cream. I've had my fair share of beef quesadillas without sour cream, and bad things almost happen to good people, so none of that anymore. All right, make sure you remove your small sack of pretzel snacks. Yeah. And your Cheez-It snacks. Oh, yeah. Microwave cable. Hello. Perfect. And then diddle around for the power button. Got it. Welcome back to life. What did I need some quesadillas to put in there? Let's see what these look like. Yeah, they look just like the beef ones. 2 in a pack. Yeah, they've been in the freezer for a while. Bloody freezer burn. Let's see how hard these are to separate. Hopefully not too bad, but we shall see. Ooh, look at a little frozen veggie in there. Oh boy. Come on. Yeah, there's another testament for why I switched the freezer, because I had so many things and I wasn't eating them fast enough. There we go. This is his quesadilla, broken for you. My goodness. I wasn't cooking them fast enough, and look what happens, right? But should be okay. I'm not going to put it on paper towel, because paper towel just makes it all sorts of yuck. I know they say to cover it, but, well, okay, fine. I've got paper towel to spare. And just cover it oh so gently. This is clearly just to, like, what? Get some steam down on it to cook the top. Yeesh. Clear, power level 10. Right, it says it's 1,000 watts, so maybe we'll go 230. There you go. Quesadilla. And obviously I couldn't help myself. Grabbed a couple more of the mango Revitas, otherwise known as Sunrise. Delicious. They weren't refrigerated, so we'll get them in our fridge. And then we can dispose of the iced coffee. Ooh. Well, don't let that go to waste. Get it in you. Much better. Huh. Kobe. Ooh, started to smell good. Looks like it's a little cockeyed in here, though. You're not... Ooh. That paper towel got effed up. All right, finish up. I will remove my tens pads, as you do. Grab myself a plate. Tens pads. Why would I put them back before I clean the plate? Work smarter, not harder. All right. Ooh, we got a leaky quesadilla. I'm going to call that done. And I don't know how exactly I'm going to transfer it to this plate. Well, you know, hang on. Again, working smarter, not harder. This plate, removable. Okay, and then... Well, in the interest of smarter, not harder... Plate. Why dirty another one? Gonna have to clean that anyway. Looks a little messy. I'm gonna get myself... a knife and a fork. There we go. Try not to sit on the schmutzy edge of the seat. Oh, let's do this too. There we go, bud. That sour cream. Phone over there. Meats, chicken quesadilla, very much almost glued to my microwave plate, but it is what it is. Right. Oh, well, that could be a little inconvenient. Do this, schmear, and bone apple tits. Yep, I like that. I think I like that a little bit better than the beef one. All right, I'm going to consume this, and then we'll get another layer on Lucky's, well, I guess, blemish. Okay, that was really good. I ate both of them, and it's time to clean up and do some dishes. However, I want to stay on top of this, so we're going to put this, I'm going to put a pin in it just for a second, and go put another coat of paint on. But the other two, the box came with 4. Definitely don't need 4 quesadillas right now. Whoop. Coat of paint, governor. Let's go. Maybe this one will come at from the other side. Just to change up the angle here. Keep the paint off it and then step on it with your big fat boot. Okay, hang on. There we go. Yeah, looking not too bad. Give this a little shaky shake. Uh-oh. Oh. Breezy. I don't have the dead kitten on either. Just hang out here till the wind dies down. Yeah. Yeah, some quality content. Quality content. Nope, it's very vicious right now. We gotta wait. I don't want it blown back in my face. Yikes. All right, as riveting as that was, I got the second coat applied once the wind died down. I just did it. Carpe diem, take advantage of a moment. Where's my vinegar? There it is. Okay, so soak the plate. Get it nice and clean. I want to stay on top of this painting because I don't want to move while it's still drying. Like this stuff will never, it dries completely in like 24 hours or something, but it will get dry enough being out in the sun where I will be able to drive, but I want to get enough coats on there where that time frame lines up before I have to go get Brooklyn, obviously. So that is what I'm doing. And that is the plan. And now in between these coats, after the dishes, I'm going to check out that lot and make sure everything is functioning as it should. In between the teeth to the fork, that's always the worst part. Here we go. Spick and span. Get it centered right back on its little teeth in there. Good. And then put the snackies back. Pretzels. Clearly on an angle here. A forward slanting one. Doesn't seem to bother Penny none. That in there. Anything else I can shove in here right now? No, not really. Okay, thank you for your service, microwave. Sour cream into the fridge as well. Yeah. And knife and fork back from whence they came. Okay, I'm going to test out the system here. And the interesting thing about this lot is it came with this guy here, which is an N64 to HDMI adapter. And from the looks of it, this would also work with the GameCube and the Super Nintendo, I believe. Problem with these things, by and large, is they introduce a lot. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but they introduce some lag. Oh, hey, look, I was right. It says it right on it for N64, SNES, SFC, and NGC. Well, NGC is Nintendo GameCube. SFC is... I have no idea. I'm sure somebody in the comments will be able to let me know. So I'm going to give this a shot just to see what it's like. For my system, I actually bought myself what is called an upscaler. So I got this little thing that plugs into the back of my green system, and that actually improves the image. So we'll see how this does. I've never seen anything like this in action before. And the way it works... Oh, and this means I can completely replace this. So yeah, this plugs into the back of the system. Then I'll need an HDMI cable, which of course I have right over here. We will get this all hooked up. All right, this guy will plug in back here. Grab this HDMI cable that is already connected to our TV. Plug it into this adapter. Hiya! Give us some power to the television. And I'm gonna need my remote. All right, I believe this is on the Xbox setting. It's not an Xbox though. Choose this. Hello. Okay. And sure, let's see what this off-road challenge game looks like. And action. Huh. Oh, it was just a little delayed. I was going to be like, well, this isn't good. It's doing a decent enough job. It's getting it onto the TV. Okay, let's test this controller. And press start. Oh, look at that whip. One player. Just play! Just play! Go! Cool! Choose a truck. I will choose a truck. Awesome! Okay, so this is working pretty good. Controller's functioning as it should. Back. Start button. Excellent. Wonder what this will look like compared to my little thing. I'm gonna try it. See you in a minute. Danny. I don't think those dogs are very happy with you in the window. I know. Who cares, right? Excuse me, dog version of Karen. Penny says zip it. And if your name is Karen and you're very lovely, well, simply don't take offense. Listen, Linda. Okay, and that will probably be the last coat we put on. We'll just give it a good 20 to 30 minutes here to dry. And then we'll be off to get the Pirate Princess. We gotta go fetch her car seat, Miss P. I know we haven't gotten a booster yet. Holding off on that just for now. So we will spin this seat around for her. Yeah, I gotta put this on the docket as things to do. Well, I guess it's already on the docket, but I do want to rejig my power setup in the or under the bed there. Always something to do and tinker around with the van. I love it. Don't drop your paper towels on the floor. Okay. Getting spun, getting spun. Excellent. Slide that back. Good to go. Wasn't good to go though. Was lucky. I actually had to spin her around to face the other way because that slant we were on, ice at the back of the roof started melting and it was running right up one of these little channels and dripping right through the paint. So this is what we're looking at now. Looking a lot better. I am fine with it. I was over lucky looking pretty a long time ago. She didn't have to look pretty. She just takes to look rough, and boy does she ever. Speaking of always having something to do while we continue to wait for the paint to dry, I've always wanted to put like patio lights on Lucky, but there's never been a really good place to do it, right? Especially, well, before my thought was, well, I'll put them up on those roof rack bars. But then I got the awning up there and there wasn't really much room. But again, Lindsay, I guess he couldn't find any use for these. He passed these along to me. These things are super cool. Look at these. They're just these like super powered magnets. Slap them on there. You can mount a light and you got patio lights, right? This might be hard to envision right now, but yes, he was very kind and he gave me 2 of these suckers. They're very strong magnets, right? Put one there, put one back here. Boom, maybe not crooked, but easy to adjust because it's magnets. And then just like boom, light up the campground, or I mean the Safeway parking lot. I don't judge, right? But that's cool. And yeah, I'm thinking about taking the spotlights on Grace, not the yellow ones, but the clear ones. I'm thinking about taking them off of Grace, putting one of those light bars on Grace, and then I'll have 2 of those lights back here because they kind of suck for driving. They're not very bright. Like, well, not for driving, but I guess for off-roading, that's what those lights are for, right? When it's pitch black out and there's no lights anywhere. Yeah, the clear ones that I put on Grace last year, they're kind of weak for that. But they might be perfect if I can get them mounted up here and they go at an angle that shoots down and illuminate this space, right? Could be cool. And I don't have to worry about mounting them to anything because boom. Right, Penny? Here, you hold on to that magnet. Got one more for you. Yeah, I don't know. Future Matthew problems. His plate is getting very full. Okay, that's the evening. I'm just stopped here at the Superstore grocery store. Gonna run in and grab a few last minute items we need to restock on. Plus it's a good way to just sort of kill some time before getting hunkered down for the evening. Something I actually found myself doing a lot near the beginning of my van life is coming to Superstore and wandering around. Not doing anything, I guess just window shopping. But now it's got this nostalgic memory attached to it where it's just wandering around the grocery store. Takes me back to the beginning of my van life. Yeah, you're up there. You want to come back down? I swiveled the seat so we don't have to do it once we get hunkered down. You want to come back down? Come here. I know you're full of meat soup. Hi. Hi. I know. There you go. Let's get the diesel heater started up too. It is starting to get a little chilly. And yeah, of course, we've got plenty of diesel because we filled up earlier. And once we get back to where we're going, throw the car seat back into Grace O'Malley so that we have access to our seats. We can take off our clodhoppers when we call it a night. You know what? And that's probably about it for this one, eh? We got the roof all painted up, and now we got to slap a solar panel up there. Yeah, this sounds like a future Matthew problem, though. So make sure you are subscribed and you have notifications turned on so you never miss a Van Life Plus episode. And thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, everybody, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourself, most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow. Right? Good girl.